We're back. Tier list for engravings. We filmed the Dogcast earlier. We were talking about the relic a little bit, and that's cool. It makes a black hole.
Yeah.
But eventually, whenever it's finalized, it is a good setup for engravings. So we're gonna tier list some engravings. Historically, not a big fan of engravings, so we'll see how this goes. I'm assuming this was just a pretty basic grab and pull from engravings on Google.
Yeah, I looked at a couple YoYo expert and Reddit threads about engravings people liked and disliked and just pulled a bunch of them that came up. And when I thought I had a good enough amount for a tier list, that's when I just stopped.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah, first up is the Dropner. That I don't know what this edition was called, but it's got like the mountain waves, sun.
See, I mean, I like this that it's built around the design of the yo-yo. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Pretty good overall. I'd probably just say it's solid A.
Yeah, for sure. Even just the regular like non-extra engraving Draupner is like
Clean.
um clean, iconic.
Hmm.
But then some of these like special editions are really nice, in my opinion. Next up, Caribou Lodge Canvas, this mirrored wolf. I have no clue how they made this engraving mirrored, but
Um, my guess is they masked, then anodized.
and
Um,
polished it up. No,
yeah, they
no,
polished.
polished it, masked it, and then anodized it,
Yeah, but I
probably.
mean, you could polish it after it's been anodized then too. That's my guess. I don't know. It's not really engraving, right? It's pretty unique. Um, and there must be some real, effort behind it that it's only been done once. Um, what do you think?
I mean, so they had a lot of good engravings on the canvas in general. This one is just the like polished aspect of it takes it to like the next level of being pretty wild, in my opinion.
I think I
Um,
don't like that
oh,
because
really?
it's never going to be that shiny again.
I could see that. Um, I would say that this is at least an A.
I think I like the idea more than the results. I'd probably like it better too if it was on like a black yo-yo.
I was having that thought, like with the lighter wash there in the green, it does mix into the engraving.
Mhm.
But in general, I still think it's awesome.
I'm okay with A. I would have given it a B, but you can talk me into A just because of the uniqueness behind it. Um, yeah, uniqueness more than my personal liking of it. Now, is this the
This
one you
is
can
the
feel?
Spy Pistolero. What?
Now, I think you can feel this too, right? It's engraved and
On that one, on the canvas, or on this?
on this one.
I've never held one of these, but it would make sense that you'd be able to feel this.
Um, I don't, I don't know. This is the first one that this is not for me, like at all.
Hmm.
I kind of like it around those rims, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. It makes me just feel like I'm at grandma's house.
It does kind of have that like doily or curtain
I
feel.
feel like that
You
almost
know, it
like,
honestly reminds me of Gentry's pants that were made to match that carpet for Worlds. That's like the pattern.
I'm trying to like, I feel if there's a border on your wallpaper, like that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not for me. And I think that makes it a C.
Okay, I don't feel super strongly one way or the other.
Do you know if those
So
cups were engraved too?
the cups were, yeah, but it was not as like uh not as much of a highlight for people as the rims in my
Okay.
what I had seen. Uh Next up we got the shutter, just the basic version. Um
Now, part of this I like, right? Because like it's like the lens opening up and closing. So I like that part. The part I don't like is the rest of it.
what do you mean, like the Yo-Yo Factory shutter Gentry Stein,
Yeah, like if that was like take the Gentry Stein, the shutter, the Yo-Yo Factory, and definitely that batching off of it.
and then just have it
Yeah.
the shutter.
Yeah. Even I guess you could even leave the shutter there. I don't hate that. Um, so I guess maybe just the branding and especially like if you have to engrave that batch made in China batch number, that ruins it for me.
Yeah, I guess I never noticed that like batching info was down there.
Well, I that would be the fight for that it's better. You know what I mean? Where I don't like it, you're saying you didn't even notice it, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean it's like pretty small. It's kind of hidden in that shadow, but I mean overall I like this a lot. It like fits in with the branding of it. The Yo-Yo Factory and the Gentry up top and bottom like don't
There's an aspect to be
distract or
said about
detract from it for me.
like actually labeling your products because a lot of people like if you don't not in the yo-yo community, you don't know what any of the G squareds are.
Right.
You get a yo-yo and you
So
have no idea what brand it is.
when I was looking in these threads, that's actually like a comment that Yo-Yo Factory Ben pointed out. Um, and he was like, sometimes people want to put the name of the yo-yo on there because there's all these threads that pop up where people like don't know what yo-yo it is. And I think he was saying that he liked reading those yo-yo ID threads, but that he could see both sides of it.
So overall, I was probably like a C.
Wow, I would
So,
say A
so
probably.
meet us in the middle at B.
Yeah. Next up, the Basecamp Carebouage Yo-Yo Factory collab Sherpa with the topographical map engraving.
I like this one.
Yeah, I liked this one a lot. Um,
Um,
I'm a fan of like topo style graphics in general, and it fit in with like the branding strategy of like Basecamp. Um,
is
One thing that would
Kilimanjaro
have been cool is if they did like different mountains. I think they were all Kilimanjaro.
now is Kilimanjaro a volcano with a like when you get up there, is there a big crater in the top like on this yo-yo?
I don't know.
Or
I mean,
should
I've
it
never
have a
been there.
spike, a mountain peak?
Hmm. Maybe that's why they did Kilimanjaro. I don't know. I don't know enough about the mountain itself, to know if that was why they chose that. Maybe they put that in.
I'm gonna give this one A. My
Yeah,
guess is that
perfect.
it's not, right?
Not a volcano.
Well, maybe it's volcano, but I'm guessing it doesn't have a big crater at the top.
Guess we'll have
I'm
to
guessing I'm guessing there's a peak, but
take a trip to Africa, find out.
I'm down. But I think it's just clean. I like it. If I'm gonna display this on one of the, you can't see them right now, but a yo-yo display case, and show the engraving off, I would do this one would pass the test.
Yeah. I'm going in the order that the photos came through on like my slideshow
Hmm.
thing, not the tier list. So next is the Maul surveillance.
Now they do a lot of engravings. Um, some I like, some I don't like. This is a no for me. How about you?
I mean, I like it, but I like as an art piece, I've never used this yo-yo, so I don't know if like, and I don't do like a lot of finger spins, so I doubt that that would be an issue for me, but
Yeah,
I
we're
don't know
just
if that
creating
affects
engraving.
people when they go to do that.
You definitely do feel it. Um, I don't, I think that's a flat cup. I can't tell for sure. Um, to me, it's just a little, it's too
I,
busy for me.
I can't tell, but I think it might be bubbled out in the like iris of the eyeball, which if
Oh,
that's
that
the
would be
case, then
kind of
that's
cool.
cool to like work that around the
Yeah.
yo-yo design.
Um, I don't know. It's just it's too much for me. I'm going C. How much do you like it?
I'd probably put it B.
B. So, um, ooh, I think I like it more than that grandma's wallpaper,
Yeah,
but uh,
less than the shutter for
I
you.
I think actually I'm gonna put it with the shutter because as busy as it is, I think I would still like it better than like I would like less on the shutter as well, right? To make the shutter enjoyable for me. So I'm gonna put a B next to the shutter.
All right. Next is the H-Spin Pyro, a throwback. And I think these guys were like one of the first ones to do that kind of cup wall engraving here with this.
Um, I think this you mean Catchstone Wall, but I
Yeah,
think the
yeah,
cup has
catch.
something ugly on it, but I love the catch zone. So like if we're just judging the catch zone, that's a solid A all day for me. But when I display it on my case with the cup, I think it was
I think
something
it says
ugly.
pyro with a little flame and then like H-spin and maybe a number.
So
But like when I think of the H-spin pyro and the engraving, like this is what I think of.
yeah, I'm okay with an A. Just the flames in the cup in the catch zone.
Rad.
Yes.
Next, this is the Space Cowboy of the Yo-Yo Factory. Well, it's a Yo-Yo Factory Space Cowboy, but it's their like Pulsar editions, which I've always thought that these were cool.
I don't like, isn't that like a band or something?
Yeah, Joy Division
So what's like, I
inspired.
forget, was this like an album cover or something?
Yeah. And then these are yo-yo strings, I believe.
Yeah.
Like you can see the knot there. I don't know, I think it's cool.
This is not one that I'm going to display in the display case on my wall. So it's a B. Um, I don't have a ton to say about it.
I was gonna say A, but yeah, I can meet you at B.
Like I'm okay with it. I don't like dislike it, but I also don't want that engraved edition.
I could
So
see
I
that.
like
I could
it.
see it
I
going
like it
both
better
ways.
than
Like
the
for
other
me, I
two.
like
I like
this
it better.
engraved edition.
I like it better than the other two in B, but I don't like it as much as anything in A.
Okay.
Yeah, that canvas might need to come down to B, but it's the unique idea behind it. So we'll leave it there.
Next up, the One Drop Sovereign, and this is number one actually.
Yeah, this is your yeah, basic and then the numbering. I don't know. It's okay. It's not too busy. It's clean enough. Um,
Yeah, it's clean. I like that slash through the O. The numbering on a yo-yo like this, where it was like a more special edition,
mhm.
I think is really cool. I'd put it at least at an A. Like sometimes engraving like this can be not good. like if it's not like a special yo-yo, you know what I mean? Or a
Oh.
limited run or something. But this was, and it fits that box. It fits the yo-yo nicely. I think it's well done.
Well, I think that's the only part I like about it is the numbering for a limited edition. So you can't have this if it's unlimited. All right, so if this thing just said sovereign and there was no numbering,
I'd
it's
still
no.
like it.
It's a no. Okay, you would like it. I would not. Now, with the numbering, I like that better, which is what we're grading here. But
Mhm.
um I think for me at that point it's still a B. Like if I'm going to look at the A tier,
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's pretty basic, but it's just clean. It looks nice on the titanium. And right, this is titanium.
yeah. Um
It's not too much going on, but it is something that you would display because it's that limited edition piece that you have.
yeah, but then
But
it's
that's
like
not that you're displaying it because of the engraving. That's more of like the yo-yo itself and the
I don't
limited edition.
I think it just doesn't match with the art aspect of the other ones in A.
That's fair. Next is the unknown edition Wild, Wild by Wild, unknown edition.
Um so I like this because it fills out that cup better than the Space Cowboy. Is that what you said it was?
Yeah,
So I like this a hair better.
I think this one is sick.
Um I think overall I do like the zebra.
It's like an optical illusion too. Like it looks,
What does it
you
look like
know,
spinning? Just white?
probably maybe white with a little bit of like pulsing black showing through.
It's pretty cool. I'm in. A.
Yeah. Yo-Yo Factory Flame.
No.
I'm not
No.
a big fan of
This
that.
ain't it.
So this was one that was mentioned in the Reddit thread that I was reading where Ben had commented and he was like, when a player wants a specific engraving or art on their signature yo-yo, we go with it. Um,
So
and this, I don't know whose signature this was, but this was a player's signature yo-yo.
yeah, and I don't wanna yeah,
But
root
this one is not
for
for me. I
somebody's
don't like
signature
that font.
edition. I don't know anything about it, but the art is not doing it for me, even worse than the one in C. Um, do we wanna go where I think I wanna go?
Probably not. I'd say it's at least on like so it's
Is there ever a case that you like that one, it's enough that I would not want that yo-yo because of the engraving.
I would put this on the same level as the one in C, the
Where
Pistolero.
C, I think if I want that yo-yo, I'm still buying it.
Like this is way less intrusive than the one.
Okay. But this
Like
one's sitting on your wall showing that off.
it's a relatively small engraved area.
I'll go C with you, but I'm feeling D. That's just not it.
Not doing it for you.
That's not it. That is, yeah, just not for me.
Next up is the Yo-Yo Friends Netrunner.
C.
Yeah, I would agree. Um, a small engraving on the rim is cool, but I don't particularly care for this one. I don't. like that font of the Netrunner logo. I didn't, it took me a long time to even know what that said, so I don't particularly enjoy that one.
Yeah, that's just taking the logo and throwing it on the rims, and I'm not a biggest fan of ruining the or ruining, but covering up the rainbow rims with the burnt.
I was also gonna say like an engraving would look better on a clear or black rim than
But yeah, if you look at
um
that, the Wilderness, it has a white engraving on the black rim, and it is, I think,
crispy.
much cleaner.
Oh, what happened?
Where that's just not.
What do we got next here? The C3 Cyber Crash 2, I guess. Um,
All right, so this one I'm shuttering, right? I like that center aspect where I like the shutter of the shutter. Um,
mhm.
but I hate those rims.
Yeah, I don't love that rim. It's like too much.
If you like one or the other, just give me that center one and I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
the center one
That
is good.
is, I'm cool with it.
I'd probably put
Um,
this at C.
but this is 1 million times better than that flame, and you're gonna put it in the same tier?
I don't know, like so the center is good, but then the outer rim, I don't really care for that. And it's just like repeated. If it was like a design rather than just Cyber Crash C3, Cyber Crash C3 repeated, I might
Yeah.
feel a little differently. But I mean, if you want to go B because it's a lot better than like the Flame or something, then you
Yeah, I
can
think
throw
it's
it in
better
B.
than our C's, so I'm okay with B, but I don't think it's very high up in the B's.
All right. Uh, Next, the Engraved Swirl. This was from the recent Loadout SR.
I mean, I'm biased. I like it.
I
I
think
don't
it's
feel
good.
like I don't think it's an S tier, but I think it is clean. Um, and you're gonna display it.
Mhm. One thing I like, well, so what do you think, A?
Yes.
One thing I like about it is like that the swirls are not like full circles.
Hmm.
So that because I think that would look weird if it was a full circle.
Yeah,
It
the
kind
idea was to replicate the old swirls we were doing with anodizing,
of
with
Mhm.
engraving, and I think it does the trick pretty well. And it looks good when it's
Is there like do they all look like this or is there like variation?
there's two patterns, so the other side has a different pattern, but they all have two
Gotcha.
different sides.
Nice. Yeah, it looks clean. The white pops really well on the wet on the red. It looks good on the like I think there was a dark blue version of something that had an engraved swirl that looked really clean too.
Yeah, that might have been all the way back to the hawk. Maybe not. But I do try to stick to it on dark colors. Mostly the black and red are the ones I do those swirls on.
Mhm.
Just so it pops nicely and looks clean.
Next, artist edition. I don't know which version of the respawn this is, but I'll just say respawn, I guess. And this was
Yeah, maybe
Halloween
I
2 years ago.
like it. Um,
Yeah, this one's good.
I think this is my favorite of the Halloweens.
There's
There's
been some really good artist edition
I think that, yeah, I
respawns.
was gonna say there's multiple artist edition respawns that I like leaning towards a high A to S for this. Um, and there's multiple artist edition respawns that I would put up there. What do you think?
I Yeah, I'd
Are
say
we
it's
gonna
an
crack
A.
it?
Like the The art itself is really cool. So that might kick it to S. I like so on some of the artist respawns, the engraving is like this white, but then there's a couple where it's like the darker, you know what I mean?
No,
Like the Von Boom one with the bomb head. Doesn't the engraving look darker on that one? Or is that just because it's on like an orangey yellow base?
I think it's just a different, maybe the different base.
Could be just the photo I saw.
So I like this one, the Doc Pops that cassette side. Um,
The toilet circle logo.
yeah, that one didn't make the cut.
S tier. S plus tier on the toilet circle logo respawn. All right, see you later, dude.
So the Higby, the Higby, the Area 51 are both ones that I would crack into the S tier. Um, but I'm okay with this one being an S tier, just barely.
I
Yeah,
could see that.
I'm in.
Uh, well, put three G2s in a row. The Yo Illuminati edition.
This
I think this one was cool. It was well done. It's just like a subtle, especially on the clear.
yeah, I'm in for A. Like the whole thing like it makes me look feels like an eyeball then with like the yeah, the logo being the center of the eyeball. Like if you look at the yo-yo, how it's hollowed or rounded, makes me think
Mhm.
eyeball. But then you got the G2 logo in there. Just did Ryan make that? Ryan made that art too. But
Then Ryan did that Halloween one.
yeah,
Yeah, Ryan crushes it. Next up is this General Yo. I think you said it was a hat trick.
I don't think that's a hat trick yo-yo. I think they used to call this the badass edition. Um, so I like the art on this. What I don't like is it's just doesn't really fit that yo-yo, that cup.
Hmm.
Um, but I like it better than the flame, so it's got to be B.
Yeah. Okay. I don't particularly care for this.
You don't like the skull with the top hat?
No, I don't like the graphic, and I don't like the way that it
Fits
looks
in the
on
cup.
this.
Well, I'll
Um,
let you talk. I usually swing your way, so we can go see. But I think that's going to be an unpopular opinion. That's okay. We're unpopular folks.
Lastly, save the best for last, in my opinion. This one's goated.
This one would be an S for me if it fit the design of the yo-yo better. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like even if this
if it
was on that
incorporated the
other Severance yo-yo that with Yo-Yo Factory that doesn't have that cutout so that the engraving falls
the
flat.
Space Cowboy. Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't even bother me at all. I'd say this is S.
I would say A, but we just went your way, so we'll go S again. No, that was my only gripe on that one is it doesn't fit to the design of the yo-yo.
I think like another
I
thing
think
that
there's a couple adjustments we need to make, but make your point first.
well, so one thing that plays into like the legendary status of this is he got like a legal thing from whoever it is, Fox or The Simpsons. Be like, don't use Bart.
Yeah.
It's just builds into the story and the hype around it. I think it's awesome. All right, so what adjustments do you want to make?
I think maybe that drop near could maybe be S.
Pop it up.
What do
I would
you think?
agree.
Um, and I don't hate that hat trick as much as you do, but I'm okay with it.
I'll pop it up to B.
Yeah, give it a B because I like it actually better than some of the Bs. Um, that Spy now in C is better than the other two, but we don't want to hit
So
them
the
with
other
B.
two drop down.
I think the other two drop down.
All right.
But nah, we'll leave them all bunched because I can make cases for all of them being pretty similar for my personal tastes. And I'm okay with that list right there.
Yeah. Solid
Yeah.
engravings.
Yeah.
So I didn't put any like wood engraving yo-yos, and there's some really nice like engraved wood yo-yos out there, but kept it to engraved metal.
And I think there's worse than we put on here because I've seen a lot of bad engravings. And there's only
Yeah, so there weren't really threads for what are the
worst
worst
engraving
engravings.
because people don't buy those yo-yos then are happy about buying them.
So the threads I found were like, what are the best engravings? And then there was one that was like, have you ever not bought a yo-yo because of the engraving?
Hmm.
And I pulled a couple off there.
So that was exactly the case I was making. Was the flame off there?
Yes.
Okay. So whoever made that forum post, it might have been me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was from like 6 years ago on Reddit, and I had never even heard of this yo-yo before, but it's
No,
like not
yeah, I
that
don't know if that's a
egregious to
flame
me.
edition of something or if it's actually a flame yo-yo. I don't know. Engravings are hard because it's somebody's art for the most part.
Yeah.
And I think you either have to play in perfectly to the design of the yo-yo or have a flat hub. And I think that's why there's so many good canvases.
Yeah, there's a lot of good canvases, like the Raised by Wolves stuff. There was ones where there was, I think it was Jensen's art on there.
All right, that's our tier list for engravings. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you made it to the end. Hopefully you have some opinions that differ from us. Because if you
I'm
didn't, then
sure
you're
people
boring.
do.
All right. See you, Phil. Thanks for filming.
Later.